Shelabobby Handmade. My name is Caitlin, and you can find me just about anywhere on the internet as Shelabobby. This is my podcast where I talk about knitting, crochet, cross stitch, whatever I'm up to currently. And today, don't have too much to share with you because I have been fairly monogamous in my knitting the past 2 weeks. So there's not too much to show you except one large work in progress. Have a few acquisitions to show you and one finished object. So let's jump right in with finished objects. So the only finished object I have for you is my socks for my friend. These are what I am calling Vit socks, and so I have completed them, blocked them, and they are ready to ship off to him. So they are just vanilla socks. Let's see if my camera, there we go. They're just vanilla socks. I believe it's like a 17 round cuff, 15-ish leg, and then normal heel flap gusset toe with the contrast color. So these a needle size so that I don't have to cast on 700 million stitches. So here is the label. The yarn is by Long Dog Yarn from her one collection to Rule Them All. It is on her bounce sock base. See if that'll focus. There we go. And the colorway is Army of the Dead sock set. The mini, I believe, is called Gimli. And so, yeah, these are ready to get sent out, been blocked. They do not fit on my blockers because the blockers are for smaller than me, so they do not fit on my blockers, or I would have placed them on there for you, but they are done. Let's see if there's any other details. Said Long Dog Yarn, said the needle size, dates. I cast these on January 20th and finished them on February 4th, which is my nephew's birthday. Happy birthday. And yeah, so they are done. That is the only finished object that I have. Everything else is a work in progress. So we're going to jump right into works in progress and let you check out what I have been working on the past 2 weeks. Okay, so my first work in progress is my magic heel socks, and I have one completed. So there's a piece of hair. So let's see if I can get this all into frame. So this is my magic heel socks, and the pattern is by Autumn Acorn. And the yarn is the Hypnotic Yarns Yarnable Mermazing colorway, which was from at least over a year ago. I don't have the label for that one anymore, but that is the colorway name. And I started these in April of last year. Finished this first sock pretty quickly, and I'll give you some up close details on that. Finished this first sock pretty quickly, and then the second sock languished. I call these my socks that are not socks because they fit a little bit funky on me based on the construction of them. And so I've been working on the second sock while walking for work, and so I am almost done. When I showed these to you last time, I was halfway through the heel. So I've completed the rest of the heel and have started on the foot. And if I'm not mistaken, I have about 20 to 30 rounds. I have not counted it. 20 or 30 rounds before I am ready for the toe. So these will be done fairly soon. I can do about, if it's a normal day, I can do about 20 rounds while walking. The last time I did it, I was expecting to get a little bit more done, but had an adventure while I was walking with a collie, with a dog that was in need of going back home, so I was helping out with that. But yes, so that is almost done. Hoping to have that done within the next 2 weeks with walking next week, and probably won't walk the week after that because I will be on a retreat. But these are almost done. I think that was all the details. Yeah, about 20 to 30 rounds, and I will be ready for the toe. This is the remainder of the ball. We are getting close. There's probably 30-ish grams left there. Plenty to do the rest of the foot and the toe. I am not concerned. What I've been doing is it's stored in this little bucket by Cottontail Farms, but what I've been doing is it's been chilly enough to wear a hoodie, and so I would just pop this in the pocket of my hoodie and have a pocket sock. So that's how that has been traveling around with me. So those hopefully will be done next podcast. Sorry, that was really loud. All right, my next one is in this bag that I got from my local yarn shop. And these are my gray vanilla socks that are on 9-inch circulars. Pull enough yarn out here. So the last time I showed these to you, I don't know why my brain could not process where that string was coming from. The last time that I showed these to you, I had just finished the cuff and was working on the heel flap. So I have completed the heel flap and gone on to the gusset, which is complete, and now I am on the foot. It looks like my camera is a little bit yellowy today, and that's probably because it's super overcast outside, but it is kind of a cool blue-gray. So that is the charm that is on there and is marking where my foot began. Here's the yarn in the cake. Maybe, there we go. Here's the yarn in the cake. Yeah, that is definitely a lot more yellow than it typically is. It is much more of a cool gray with blue and pink speckles every once in a while. The yarn is Camp Fiber Yarns, and I got this from her from a one-of-a-kind sale that she was having. It's on her soft sock base, so there is no colorway for this particular sock. This has just been my pick up and knit if I need some vanilla knitting. This is what I've been working on, but to be honest, most of my progress has been on my vodka lemonade. Alright, so I got carried away with recording, and I don't remember exactly where I was, so sorry if the tone changes, but I'm just going to go ahead and cover the last work in progress, which is my vodka lemonade by Thea Coleman. This is a knit along that I'm doing with my friends at my local knit shop, so for us to wear at the retreat that we're going to here soon. So this has been my main focus project over the past 2 weeks. So here it is. Let me see. I always struggle to show cardigans, and I did not do a good job of it the first time either. So, nope. So here is the cardigan. This marker over here, and see my camera is reversed, so it's a struggle, y'all. This is where I was, which is just about to the sleeve split. That's where I was last week. I have finished the actual knitting portion of the body. I'm just doing the hem. So I've completed the body, or the stockinette knitting. Here is the lace detail, which is included on the back center and on the 2 front panels. And I have made modifications to the hem. The hem was going to be just like I think it was just under an inch. It was just a couple of rows, and I know from looking at the pattern on Ravelry and the pattern that was completed by Lisa that my hips would not accept that hem. They would most likely flip up, and I have experienced that on some other knits that I've made. So to head that off, I decided to do a split hem and to make the hem longer. So I knitted the actual body about 2 inches shorter than it called for. And then I'm doing a split hem with a longer seed stitch hem. So let's see. Don't know where that blue yarn came from. So here is the bottom hem of the first panel. That one is complete, and I am about, I'd say, 3 or 4 rounds away from finishing the back panel. And then I just have the other panel to complete, and it is just on hold waiting to be picked up. And then it's just the sleeves. I've done some calculations, and I have about 6 or 7 days from today, from Sunday, which I am recording on, to complete the body, which I think I'll have the hem done this afternoon if I stick to it. I'll have that complete, and then just need to do the 2 sleeves, which I am also modifying from the pattern. The pattern has them at 3/4 sleeves, and I for some reason get irritated with 3/4 sleeves, so if they're not full length, but then I push them up anyway, so it's a strange sensory thing, I'm sure, but I am going to make them full length sleeves and just add the seed stitch border as the ribbing of the cuff. I'm not sure how that's going to look. I'm going to put in a lifeline so I can easily pick it back up and remove it back if it doesn't look nice. But I'm just going to make them longer sleeves and just put a regular ribbing if the seed stitch does not work out nicely. So I'm about to move to my 4th ball of the yarn, which is Blue Sky Fibers in Woolstock Worsted. The colorway is Wild Time. And I'm using the 150 gram cakes. So I believe, yes, this will be my 4th ball of this. I do have another one if I need it. If not, then I will turn that into something lovely later because I love this yarn. I think that is all. I don't remember if I said, but if not, this is the Vodka Lemonade by Thea Coleman. So if and when we are at the retreat and we are wearing these, I hope to get a picture and I will share it with their permission here when that happens. So while we're on the subject of the retreat, while I fold this up and get it ready for the bag, the next podcast would be the weekend that I am at the retreat. I will be back on the Sunday, what I would normally record. So I think everything will be fine and I'll be able to record and there'll be no delay. But should there be a couple days of delay there or the next weekend, my apologies in advance because I don't know exactly how that's going to look from that point of view. All right, that is all the works in progress. That's all of the finished objects that I have. And now we just have a couple of acquisitions to go over and some fun goodies that I have received over the past 2 weeks. The first acquisition is a project bag. So I was 100% influenced on Instagram and Facebook. I've been seeing these bags pop up. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the company, but I've seen these bags pop up, just little mini totes, purses, and things, and I just thought it would make a beautiful project bag. And they had a mystery sale on their mini totes, and so I am a sucker for a mystery, I am a sucker for a sale, and I am a sucker for a project bag. So I got a mystery bag, and this is actually the one that I saw that made me think those are cute bags. And so this is the pattern that I got, and it is housing the rest of my acquisitions, but that bag will hold a project here soon, and I'm excited to use it, but it is holding all of my acquisitions that I got over the past 2 weeks. Let's see. I thought this had the name of the company that makes these charms. It's the one that makes the little donut ones. I'll put it down here. You're going to see it before I do this. But there are some bunny charms because, of course, spring and Easter and all that's coming out. So I had to jump on the bunny charms. So this is a white bunny holding a carrot, progress keeper. And then this one is the donut. So cute. So those are going on my projects. I just wanted to keep them out to show you. They come in this cute little box. And I thought the name was on there and that I would remember by looking at that, but obviously I was mistaken. Let's see. Before I do Yarnable, yesterday we were at me and my niece were at the local yarn shop, and we had been discussing me making something for my niece to wear to the retreat. I don't know if this is going to happen because, yeah, I only have 7 days to get the cardigan finished and ready to block, so I don't know if this one will get done, but I will cast it on and see what I can do. But I had her pick out the yarn, so it is going to be this pattern here. I can't remember the name of it, but it is a children's t-shirt. There's a sample of it made out of this yarn in a light blue color at the shop, and so this is what I am making for my niece. I need to read the pattern again to make sure that I'm going to cast on the right size. From what I could read without buying the pattern, you can't see the measurements for the shirt, but I'm not stressed about it. I bought enough to make the 2 larger sizes. So the yarn is Kelborn Woolen's Skipper, and this is showing up a lot more vibrant green. It is much more of a sage green, I think because of the overcast day. It is showing up a little bit more warm as everything else has as well. It does not want to focus on the name. Wrong direction. Upside down. There we go. We got it in the end. But this is the color that she picked, which is just a sagey green color, which matched her entire outfit that she was wearing yesterday. So this is going to be a t-shirt for her, and I just brought 1 ball, but I have 6 total little 50-gram balls, and so that may be done in time for her to wear it to the retreat, but we'll see. We'll see. The last acquisition that I have is my Yarnable for February. So if you have not received yours or want to avoid spoilers, then this is where I will love you and leave you. But if you do want to see what I got for this month's Yarnable, then I'm about to show it. I'm going to start with the extras. So this month came with a little pouch. Do more of what makes you happy. And I think this little baggie I'm going to pass to my niece because she loves little baggies to keep her things in. It also came with a package of passion fruit punch tea. So I will also pass this on to my dad because I'm not a big tea person, but it says tea on a stick. I'm curious. So I'm going to open the package. He is about to go on a business trip, so this might be something nice if it's easily portable. Oh yeah, it's a little heart, like lollipop tea on a stick. Awesome. I will pass that on to my dad to take with him on his trip so that he can have a little bit of tea. Sorry for all the rustling. The last extra that came in the Yarnable this month is a lotion bar. I believe Goddess of Love is the scent by Anna Soaps. And I haven't quite figured out if you just push it to make it come up because it's not a twist bottom. Oh, yeah, you just push it. Perfect. And it smells delicious. If you are familiar with like Lush scents, the patchouli, That is very prevalent in this, as well as the ylang ylang. I never know if I'm saying that correctly, but that is the scent of that. So it's very herby, very earthy smelling. So now we are on to the yarn, and this month's theme was called Love is Love, and this is the colorway. I get her plush sock, which is 85.15, and this is, of course, the February colorway. So that is all of my acquisitions as well. All right, so I think that is all there is to discuss. There's not too much going on lifey wise. Just been working, walking, knitting the cardigan and moving through the past couple of weeks. I'm excited for a little bit of a vacation, hanging out with friends coming up for the retreat. So looking forward to that, and I will share how that goes in the next episode. So if I don't see you in 2 weeks, then it'll be about 3 weeks, but my expectation is that I will see you in 2 weeks. Just a reminder, I haven't said this in a couple of videos. If you enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the subscribe button. It is completely free and it will put a smile on my face. Also, if you enjoyed this particular video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time. Bye.